Hi, ladies. Have you heard this song? It's by Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle. It's one of my favorite songs. Listen. Where you lead me, Lord, I will go. I'm so excited to talk with you for a few minutes. This week, we're talking. I just want you to hear the song. You know what? I'm gonna put the link below so you can listen to it. I jam to the song all the time. Nobody can say no. Pretty good song. Pretty good song. All right, so let's get to it. This week, we're talking about something that I have not been talking about, at least not openly on Facebook or online, but that I want to bring you into it because it's giving me so much results. So it's all about daring to ask for what you truly desire, for what you truly want. Let me tell you really quick the backstory, and then I think that this can blow up your business. It can bring in the clients that you've been wanting to get. It could bring in the relationships, the connections. I have some crazy stuff that has been happening to me that I'll share with you, and then I will tell you. But I really want to see if you want to join me for the month of April on a month of asking for what you truly want. I'll tell you what we will do each day if you're interested, but it's all about just getting comfortable asking for what you truly want. Let me tell you really quick why this is a big deal. So my background is in counseling, right, and education. And then whenever I moved to the US, I started working more with ministries and with nonprofits, which I moved to the US about 12 years ago. I'm originally from Dominican Republic. Woot woot for the best island. But let me tell you, so I grew up being comfortable and very confident giving to people. Like after 12 years of doing counseling, of doing coaching, of doing all this stuff. I was doing coaching before I knew. My husband was saying that you were doing coaching before you knew what coaching was, and it's so true. So I also was very proud of the fact that I could give without asking for a lot, right? So if you grew up in church and stuff, you might have that same view or that same mentality that what is virtuous is to give and not to ask. And what's virtuous is to give and not to receive. And this is like one of the biggest lessons I think I've learned in my adulthood. So that's why I decided to share with you while I'm going through it instead of waiting until after, because of, like I said, how much results, how many changes are happening so easily. So like I said, with my background in service, right, service-based provider, I was very comfortable giving, and I struggled to receive, and not just to receive, I struggle to ask for what I truly want, what I truly, truly desire. So I might ask for a little bit of something, or I might say, I don't think that that person will do it. Or even in prayer, like whenever I'm praying and journaling, sometimes like going in these loops and in these hoops of like, I wish I could have this, but maybe I have to ask for this first. And then at one point, like, this might happen. So that was showing up in my business, of course, around this fear of asking, right? This fear of asking for the sale, this fear of posting about what's available. So I was just giving and giving content and giving content. And this is part of the lesson that I have been learning as of lately that has really impacted even more how I'm showcasing my products, how I'm showcasing my services, how I am being more bold in my asking, not just so bold in my giving. So I feel very comfortable, and I know that I add a lot of value to my community, to you ladies, and sorry, gents, if there's any guy in here. But I don't want to beat around the bush. Do you see? I feel like I'm beating around the bush because I don't want to fully tell you. So, okay, I'm just going to go all out. This is it. So what happened was that I was driving the other day. It was last month. I did a full month on gratitude. So I was like, I'm going to get into that energy of joy and gratitude, and I'm going to go to a new level. So I knew I was called to go into a new level, but I knew that I also needed to like expand my thankfulness, like be more grateful. To you hear Julian, he wants to come in. I'm just recording this and then I'm letting you go so that I can go and spend some time with my little boy. So this is what ended up happening. He's with his dad, by the way. He's not by himself. He's with his dad and with Autumn, the mixed collie dog that we have, my little baby. So this is the thing. So I have been wanting to expand my business even more, to show more boldly, even though I'm bold, but like just going to a next level, like just showing up and doing what I know that has been in my heart to do, but that I keep postponing and I keep thinking, well, when I do this, then I'm allowed to do this. When I reach this goal, then I'm allowed to talk about this in business. When I do this, I'm sure, like, and it's all this jumbo and gumbo that I had going on. I started journaling more and just taking some time, waking up in the morning, just giving myself time to process more, and not just to like say my affirmations and work on my mindset, but to really sit with myself and allow like God to pour stuff on me and to pour blessings and to like to open my heart to expand. Like I just started opening. And the more I began to be grateful, I did that 30-day of gratitude. My husband and I did it, and things blew up. Business was starting to grow even more. Money was starting to come even more, like all this different stuff. And through it, one of the things that I learned, that I noticed, was I have a hesitation around asking for what I truly want. And I also get sometimes like my feelings hurt because I look at what is it that people want. I give it to them. Sometimes even like with my husband, I give it to him, whatever I feel that he wants. And then whenever I don't feel that he gives back to me what I want, then I become resentful. Like and it just shows up like that. Like I feel hurt because I'm like, hold on, I gave him what he wanted. Why am I not satisfied? So I began to say, okay, so I'm going to begin to ask more boldly. So as I began to ask more boldly, then I began to realize I need to ask more boldly in my business. So I decided I'm going to do a full month of being bold and asking boldly. This is when like the series that's currently going on started to be put together. Like in less than 2 weeks, everybody that I wanted to work with, like at least 5 of the women, I had reached out to a number and I wanted 5 to 7 of them. 5 of them said yes. Like it was like the women that I wanted. Even some of them that are not even currently available to work with other people were like, yes, I'm so on board with that message for that series. I want to jump on board. Everything started like happening just really fast. And I began to realize, okay, then now what else do I want to ask for? And I kept being like hesitant around other areas, around the money, around this other stuff. And this is what I want you to know. I began to realize this. I felt that this was like put in my heart. And this is what I felt that God was putting in my heart was like, Pachi, the reason why it's good to give, it's because whenever you give, you receive. But if you block the receiving, then whatever it is that you're blocking the receiving to come into, it gets sick. So I'm going to use several examples so that you can see this. So like one was around, I heard Maru talk the other day about like the breastfeeding, like how a mom, the more she breastfeeds, the more milk she gets. If you're a mom, it's not gross to you. You know that is true. If you're not a mom, if you want to be a mom, it will happen. If you're a guy, just suck it up. I just want to be like really give you examples that really make sense. But she was saying like how that breastfeeding, like the more you give, the more you will receive. But what happens whenever we block the receiving because we're like, oh, I got enough. Maybe other people need more. No, whenever you open yourself up to receiving, what you are asking and what you're being willing to receive is everything that it's available for you right now, what is available for you in this season. And one of the things that I felt is like, think about any area of your body. Like, imagine if you were just like going pee and poop for a very long time and you're not feeding yourself anything, like you would get sick. If there's any area of your body where there's stuff coming out and not coming in, like you know what I mean, like like with your blood, with your blood streams, with like anything like that, what would happen? And it was like, look at every organism. God created us, and there's this law of the giving and the receiving. And whenever we have some blocks around receiving, it shows up in our business because the strategies that we're using are not aligned to receive. Like, we give, and we don't make it easy for people to pay us, make it easy for people to like want to buy from us or to use our services or to buy whatever. Whenever you become comfortable with giving and to asking for what you want, you're able to show up and say, hey, I love that you're loving my content, but I have this 90-minute strategy session where we can help you blow up your business. Or in my case, I also have like this 6-month program that you can also use, and it can help you in blah, 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 blah. And you don't feel bad around it, or you don't feel bad about it. You don't feel bad about asking. But this is the other thing. What you're giving is in alignment with what you want to receive. So I want to challenge you. I wonder if this is something that could hit a nerve in any of you, if any of you struggles like that you are a big-hearted woman, like that you love giving, you love doing stuff for other people, but you might struggle a little bit with the receiving part, and you're really willing and open to bust these blocks around receiving so that you can receive more. And like I said, not just in your business, but in life in general. I have one of my little journals I always walk around with. It's this one. I have all my affirmations, like that affirmations that I say in the morning and throughout the day. They help me keep me focused. So let me read one for you. So one of my affirmations is, I am confident and focused, fulfilling 100% of God's calling for my life in this season. I'm service and influence driven, and I know my goals are inevitable because God is with me. So I speak to my vision and I take action daily. That's one. The number 2, I am consistent at showing up and adding value and selling my services from a place of service and purpose. I am brought before great men because of the gifts that God has given to me. So instead of just asking for opportunities to just give, it's just being more intentional about giving and receiving. One of the things that I wrote down, and I will close with this, is some of us have a sick business. Sick because of our inability to receive. Sick businesses shows because we're spinning our wheels, because we are hustle without a strategy, or because we are unclear on the channels that we can create so that our clients can buy from us and that they can pay for services. Because we're out of alignment with our genius and with that thing that we're meant to do, so we're not attracting the people that we're meant to attract. And in anywhere or anything, whatever we're doing, it's not showing up results because we're giving, but we're not allowing ourselves to be supported and to be guided. I think that covers it. There's a lot more, but I feel that covers it. So this is my challenge to you. If this is something that's resonating with you, I would love to hear from you. If you're getting this through the email, please just hit reply and let me know. If it's in a Facebook group or in my community, please tell me below what you're thinking. But this is what I am challenging us, women that are willing to receive and that are willing to overcome even more. And again, it's not that I don't receive, but it's like knowing that I am meant to receive more now, and that I'm meant to go into a higher and a greater level in my life and in my business, then it means opening up the channels through which I can receive. I love how Maru says that you receive to the level that you are capable of receiving. So in any area where we feel blocked, and in any area where we're not receiving what we want, that being the love, the clients, the health, the relationships, the whatever, there's some kind of block that we have around receiving, or it would have shown up by now. So this is my challenge to you. What I want to challenge you with is, either if you have a journal, then you can do it. If not, I suggest you get like just a little journal. I love this one because I can put it in my purse and I can carry with me. It says, "Wait for the storm to pass. We're not here to wait for the storm to pass, but to learn to dance in the rain." And then I have like different little affirmations that I want to see. You see what I'm saying? Like it's gold, it's leather kind of. So this is what I want to challenge you to do. I want you to write down, what are the things you want to receive? Like if you were bold, if you like were like, I'm just going to be so bold and I'm going to ask exactly for what I want you to write it down. Keep it to 10, like so that you're not like triggering your brain to believe like you're just full of crap. This is not going to happen. So this is what we want to do. So 10 things that you really want, not just in business, but just in life and in business and in relationships and every other thing. I just mean like, don't just do business, but what are the things that you really want to receive? Write it down. Then after you write them down, look at them and look at what are, like, make sure that they feel in alignment. Like if you're just starting out and say like, I want to receive $1 million, not because it's not possible, but because if your brain, or if you're in a place where you're like, it's so far away from you, it's going to trigger you and you're going to spin. So maybe if you're starting out, maybe that is, I'm going to like get my first few clients and reach that first 5K. If you have been in business longer, maybe it is like, I'm going to reach my first 10K, like whatever it is, if it's to get booked. But like, what do you want to see in the next 30 days to 90 days? Keep it, like I said, to 10, and then write them down. And then every morning, this is what I've been doing, and I would love for you to join me if you're interested. It's, you wake up, and again, you're just thanking God, just thanking, like, thank you because, and then you're reading whatever it is. You're writing them down in present tense. So like I said, it's, I am showing up. I am, for example, I am booked. I have, thank you, God, that I have $5,000. Thank you, God, that I am reaching my 10K month consistently. Whatever it is that you're thinking about, say it in present tense and just allow yourself to like receive that. This is what I think is going to happen. You're going to receive it spiritually first, and then you're going to see it manifested in your life, because you're going to begin to align your hustle with what you're asking for, and you'll be guided into manifesting that which you're asking for. If it's in relationships, like one of the things that I began to ask last month and that I began to thank for was like, God, I thank you because I have new friends and like friends that are entrepreneurs, and my relationships are growing. Like I am connecting with more women, like-minded women that are friends, and I'm surrounded by people that I love and who love me. My community, it's growing because I had not been paying attention so much to the Facebook group and stuff. I was more posting in other people's groups. But like last month, and in just this short time, like all these things are beginning to happen. Like I'm beginning to get even more like phone dates or coffee dates with other entrepreneurs. I'm like people reaching out of the blue, people saying yes to being in the service, in the series. Like, as you open up and as you become thankful, you're guided into what you want. So I would love to know, what is that thing? At least send me a message and tell me what it is that you are asking for, if you're open to saying it to me, so that I can celebrate with you. And again, the same thing, if you just want to post it in the group, feel free to post it if you want more people. But I know that some of you might be more introverts and you prefer to keep your stuff private. So I would love to know. last but not least, I am being very intentional, sharing my own struggles, sharing my own thing, because I want you to see that this is possible for you. And I want to encourage you to do the same with other people. Like, whatever the area it is that you are in business for, how can you get more real? How can you be more raw and authentic? And share with your tribe so that they can get to know you, so that they can connect with you, so that they can see that you're human, that you're real, that they can have a relationship with you more than just do business with you. So I love you. I hope this helps. I'm excited to hear from you and to see what you got to say and to see how we begin to like see all these miracles happen and all this stuff take place, because we're asking openly. So we're being guided to what we want instead to the crap that we don't want. So bye. It's Saturday, so I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my man for a little bit. Bye, have a good week. It's Saturday, so I'm recording the video on Saturday, but you're not gonna see it on Saturday, of course. You're gonna get it on Monday. And if it's not Monday, if it's another day, then celebrate. I think you were guided to this for a reason. So whenever you're seeing it, just do it for 30 days. 30 days of thanking and asking for exactly what you want. And then just let it be easy. Let's let it be easy. Let's drop the struggle. Let's just let it be easy. Love you.